Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It'll just be me and my semi-co-host Lowry, with our. Hold on, let me switch that. We are now going to start qualifying here at the Daytona Oval. That's going to be 4 turns on this track, and you're going to have a lot of cautions here, I feel like. I don't know how many laps we'll have here. Looks like you'll have 4 for qualifying. It's the same as last qualifying from Daytona Road Course. Okay. Alright, sounds good. I mean, you can include your audio if you're spectating too, and if you see something else than me. Our little co-host here, since Rocket isn't here, our main commentator, and I'm stepping up. We do have a special co-host in Lowry.
Hello?
Hello. Your audio should be included now.
Yep.
If you want, you can check Twitch.
I mean, the box says it's on, so I'm just gonna go from there.
Alright, then I'll go with it too. Alright, so they are starting qualifying now. And, you know, we're going to have a good race. The scheme of the day is definitely going to be Mountain Dew, as you're going to see a lot of cars here.
Bunch of
yeah,
different
you're really
flavors
just gonna
also.
see, yeah, a bunch of different flavors, a bunch of different colors. Really just a broad and very Horizon-like paint scheme-wise. And you'll also see that in FCS this Saturday, a lot of the guys in midfield, front of the pack, and back of the pack are gonna have these Mountain Dew paint schemes for Daytona, as qualifying is now starting up now, and we will be starting on dark, as I need to change the camera type to still I'll give it as we go on the backstretch here, you're going to see the series is in the Allied Bank, or Allied Cup series, as Dark disconnects already in turn 1, or turn 3. And our backmarker sponsor for backmarker today is Circle K. We are going to have Napa sponsor pit stops today, and we will have DuPont cautions. As we're watching Nick Wilbur now, he is apparently in the lead based on time. Around the track, everyone is up there. In a big old pile, you may say. He's following all these guys. They have him in the Circle K 21. You might put their hot wheels. You got a light 95 up there. You got a fire parrot in his wonky Valvoline car. But this is a series of mostly Mustangs and wheels. You occasionally see the Buick once in a while from Waxy and other guys. Waxy's absent today. Absent with reason that I'm sure he'll be fine. As other sports fans, that's eating the Philadelphia Phillies and we're moving on to the NLCS. To Duvall, he is now in 3rd place due to timing. His fastest lap is 46.235. And our leader so far is GTI Guy, actually, all the way from 46.198. Then you have Nick Wilbur in 2nd with a 46.225. Now Duvall in the lead. Now on his final qualifying lap with 46.183. And your starting grid will be DeVault, GTI Guy, Nick Wilbur, Fire Parrot, Orion Pax, Cresseland, Amity, Mikey, Montana, JD Racer, Johnny Boy, Joshua, Chitty, and Woeful Guitar. I will ask our co-host here, who do you think is going to win the race, Larry?
Definitely random, because it's a triable. But I will probably have to go with tough one, tough one. I'm
Yes,
gonna
it's a
go
real tough one.
with Orion.
I'm going to go with Orion. I do see him staying up in the front of the pack, but I do see someone like GTI or even Andy pulling out the win here, as
Someone
Andy
that
won in FCS playoffs at Daytona. But it's a different beast than the Mustang. So we're going to go to the pre-race menu as they're exiting qualifying. And, hopefully this is a much cleaner race than Daytona Road Course. As you get a bunch of people leave due to the fact of just not being a whole exciting race. And I think you're going to see that from most of the people here. As I'm actually going to go to my Twitch app. Also, this stream is sponsored by Twitch TV. And thank you, Tuvalu. If many people don't know what Tuvalu is, please look it up and Google what it is. It's a very interesting place, I will say. But, on to the race. I do think it's going to be a real wild one. You're going to see a bunch of position changes, a bunch of lead changes, a bunch of weird pit strategies here, depending on how these people run it. Especially over just how everything goes. And
different car types.
different car types. You're gonna see just a whole lot of different cars put in the lead. You're gonna see a Mustang. You're gonna see an Oldsmobile. You're gonna see people run an Oldsmobile as a Ford. You're gonna see a Ford be ran as a Chevy, I think. But you're really gonna see the best of the best out here. I do believe it is gonna be a good race.
Make sure to hit spectate.
Oh yeah, that's true.
There's a new lobby.
There's a new lobby up. Thank you, Larry.
I will send you an invite.
I can join off of it, but thank you very much.
Yep.
And the race will be starting in 5 minutes, as I think you may have heard Amity in the Discord call. So during this time, go grab yourself a drink, go use the bathroom real quick, as we will be sitting in more silence throughout. Hey, Larry, they do want you to join the VC, so if you could do that.
What about you?
I'm already in there.
How do I join the VC but also be in the party?
Mobile, if you can.
I don't even know what my phone is, bro.
And as the races are seeming to have some technical difficulties, we will be further delayed until further notice. But the race is still on. The rules for today are the 3 rules. You have the 3 laps during a caution. You have you double up on the 3rd lap of caution, but you'll see that. Other than that, it's mostly from what Daytona Road Course was like. Not many of the rules change here.
Into the ground, you have to do a mandatory 4. That was a rule that I have added in the safety of those types of situations. Other than that, at the start of the race, I will call out your position. Odd numbers are on the inside, even numbers are on the outside lane. Is everything clear to you guys?
I think that's clear to most of the audience here, and to me and Larry. So, everyone, we will begin Daytona shortly. It is 9:02 p.m. Eastern as of recording. And probably in around 2 to 1 minutes, we will be starting. As Amity is starting to yell at racers for being too loud. Had to clear something up there with Amity. We will be starting the race now in 3, 2, 1. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we will be starting soon, and I will do our boogity boogity boogity, maybe. We'll still see about that, depending on how I feel after they all line up and everything. But you know, this will be a long race. I don't know if I will get the full race in here. If not, I do apologize. But you know, this will... As we will be going to game cameras now. As Woeful Guitar goes out in front of the cars. We will now be switching over to Woeful. The pace car, look at this pace car. Beautiful car. You know, it's a free paint scheme you can get out here in Forza Motorsport. It says a Forza Motorsport official pace car. It's got yellow piping and stripes all over the car. Just absolutely beautiful. And, you know, it's really just a beautiful, beautiful map.
What lap do you think the first crash will come out and the pace car will be needed?
You know, I'm really thinking lap 15 for some reason.
That's pretty odd lap, but we'll just have to see
but I do
how
think
it
it'll
goes.
happen. Now as I pull up car telemetry for everyone, we will be having a slow lineup, as not everyone is fully aware of how to do this yet. I do see one Mountain Dew car, probably a second one back there. As the pace car is about to start moving, he's doing some donuts real quick, getting the smoke in the air. As you see Waxy all the way in the back, missing qualifying. And as of now, when the green flag will come out, it'll be GTI, DeVault, Fire Parrot, Wilbur, Orion, Crescent, Amity, Mikey, JD Racer, Montana, Josua, Johnny Boy, Dark, Waxy, and then in last place you have Chitty, or Waxy. It's not very clear with the ticker up there, showing the driver list and all. But you know, I'm sure this will be a fun race either way. And I will change to DeVault as they go green here on the next time they hit the line. We have 3 viewers in. Welcome everyone. We have
You can do point of
DeVault
interest.
following here.
Point of interest for starts is kind of better.
Okay, thank you. That's a real camera, but you know, it's okay. You like to make mistakes here. And as the point of interest camera starts us on the front stretch, we will be seeing them start off really well. They're going to be starting off slow to begin with. I'd say around halfway to the back stretch is when they'll finally get to full speed. As you know, if this was real life, their G-forces right now are 0.5. I don't know the metric to conclude that with, as they are starting to exit turn 4. As you see Woeful going off of the track into pit lane. Here they go, coming in hot. You have DeVault and GTI side by side. And as Daryl Waltrip says, boogity boogity boogity, let's go racing, boys and girls. And I've always wanted to say that. That's following DeVault now. We have them right next to GTI side by side racing. They're already getting 3 wide right here. I'm seeing that with Crescent. And I don't know who that is back there in that Mustang above Amity. I'm going to say it's Montana. I think I'm correct in that. Yes, I am. As the groups are starting to split into 2 with the bottom lane actually trying to stick it together, as you have a Mountain Dew car right behind Orion trying to keep the draft between the 2 packs together. It's working pretty well. As the Mountain Dew car is already turning, that is going to be some wreckage right there, as that was JD Racer. He already had a couple cars wreck and 1 go in the pits.
Yep, Dog goes in
Dark.
the pits.
And you're already 3 wide up here with the top 4 as Montana slows it down. Chitty on the apron for a bit. We're going to follow up here. I think they're already going to caution, it looks like. Or no, it doesn't. My bad. Apologies. They all just slowed down there on turn 2. But you have a GTI guy really he's keeping the second place spot very comfortable. As here comes Montana trying to make a move, and he's actually going to put DeVault on the wall if he doesn't look out here. And you know, this is what we were going to see at this race at Daytona, and you're actually seeing it right now happen. You have a Mustang in first and in fourth, squishing
This caution.
the 2 Oldsmobiles as caution is out. It looked like there was another wreck on the backstretch. You do hate to see it.
There's a car stuck at turn 3 to 4. I believe
on turn
that
3 to 4. I
is-
think it is Dark, and I think he just got fixed himself. Changed to him, and it fixed himself. So perfect. We're gonna go back to the front of the pack now, as Amity called it out in the Discord voice chat. It'll be 3 laps for a caution, but I'm sure they're gonna shorten it down right here because it's lap 4. And I don't think anyone needs to pit as of now.
The pace car is heading out.
He's making his way around. As, you know, Larry, who do you think is an underdog to win this race? Out of all these people?
Well, if this was FCS, Dark would be a winner, but he's been struggling lately.
Yeah,
you know,
last
starts on the
place,
back
he's
qualifying.
really
I don't know if he messed his gas up or something, but it would be very cool to see him first to last. I mean, last to first. So that's who my underdog would be.
Does the pace car is... don't know what he's doing. He's only below the WL line, as there's people already pitting.
I believe that is Waxy.
All by himself, yep. All by himself, the lone pit car. And that pit was actually sponsored by Napa Auto Parts. We do have sponsors here for pit stops and for other things.
Division
as you
oil
see
clip.
Waxy.
Top right.
Yeah, as you see Waxy exit the pits here, coming out of second gear at 130 miles an hour, trying to catch back up. And that caution was actually sponsored by DuPont, so thank you to DuPont for sponsoring our cautions. As we are going to go to McWilbur now, who is in the lead when the caution came out.
Yeah, they pretty hefty gap between him and second.
Yeah, I mean, 0.4 second gap between him and GTI right now. Don't really know why. As the tiniest gap is actually Johnny Boy and Crescent with a point. It was a 0.2. And hopefully they will be doubling up this time by.
Yeah, one more lap and then we will go green. So
I do think it's a bit excessive, but you know, I do like to follow the rules around here, so I do think it is a good rule to make him go 3 laps. As another car seems to be looking
that's
to
2
pit
cars.
here.
Oh, and they both go.
You know, they are going to fake here at Daytona. You got some fake pitters.
We've got Parrot,
you know,
Orion,
right
Johnny
here.
Boy, and Dark all going in the pits.
Wow, seeing Dark pit already is a actual surprise to me. It's only lap 6. Don't really know what you could be pitting with.
What is that, second lap?
Or pitting for. As you have 4 more Napa Know-How Auto Parts pit stops.
If you recall, we guessed on the caution number and we were both wrong.
We were both wrong by a long shot. I said 15. Larry, what did you say again?
Like 5.
5. So you were 1 off. Lap 4 was when the caution came out. And, you know, it really came out for such a small wreck. But I do believe it was the right call.
Slow car on track. Who is that? That is Waxy.
Yeah, the Buick will be in last. I do think it's the weakest car out of the bunch, with only 1 car
supporting
being
that
in the race today. As I'm going to switch to point of interest camera.
They're coming around turn 3 right now, just off the backstretch.
Yeah, and here they are. I'm actually on the point of interest cam for turn 3 and 4. Here it comes, man. Doesn't that look good? You love seeing that in Forza Motorsport. Just a good, packed up, side-by-side grid of NASCARs.
Pace car is in.
Yeah, pace car goes in. I'm not going to do boogity boogity boogie again, but as they cross the line right now, they will be going green. And following McWilbur still. You know, he is in first place, rocking in number 3 in honor of Dale Earnhardt. So here they go. They're 2 wide. Yeah, huge contact there. They're 3 wide now. And they're wrecking against Cressel. Oh my gosh, cars in the air. And they're flipping. And oh man, Mikey was smart and went the pause menu. As Wilbur all by himself now on the low side, he gets caught up behind GTI. Ooh, and Crescent better watch that rejoin right there. That was actually Mikey, I think. And you know, you really got to watch the rejoins here. Coming from the bottom lane, as I'm going to switch to Orion, who's in 5th place right now, trying to get to 1st place. Waxy has made his way up from last place to 6th. Real well wreck avoidance. His Dark's up to 8 as well. The guys on the back of the pack really have a good chance to get up here. As there's 3 cars on the bottom now pushing each other in a train up top. As here they go into turn 3. Got Waxy right behind Orion. Orion's a little
off balance.
Switch swatch, yeah, he's really unbalanced here. He's not keeping the car really straight. Starting to look like a drunk driver, which he is part of the drunk drivers in FCS, but not in ACS, Ally Cup Series. Brought to you by Ally Bank. As they're going 3 wide here into turn 1. Wilbur's in the middle. You got GTI on the bottom, Navarro
3 wide.
And they make it by. But Wilbur better watch the wall. They didn't know he just goes ghosted. Here you go, you got real tight pack racing up here at the front. You got a lot of guys stacked up in the back.
Wilbur.
Yeah, Wilbur really just doing whatever is on his mind. He said, hey, I'm going to go in the pause menu. We'll see how it works from here.
And he spins.
He's all about it, and he spits himself out. Oh, man. As fighting up here for first now, GTI and Orion and Waxy, actually, as Dark
disconnects.
Here goes Fire Parrot for the lead. He's on the high side. You got GTI on the bottom. Orion, hold it together, buddy. As Amity, QWQ, gonna take it 3 wide with the Mustang. The first time the Mustang is taking it 3 wide for the lead this race. I'm sure it's not the last time we'll see that happen as Parrot goes all the way down to 6th place. And Orion's trying to make a move here. He's trying to stay behind GTI. He's all over the road, though. And so far, you're... Orion is grass. I was going to say something about a back marker of the day.
Waxy has
but
Steve
so
Blues
far, nothing.
all race.
Now your Circle K back marker of the day so far looks like JD Racer, who is 3.3 seconds behind the guy in front of him. As Orion's going to take a 3 wide. Waxy following him.
GTI is no draft.
Yeah, GTI no draft. They're 3 wide. And GTI on the bottom lane. Below the WO line, he saves it really well, really well. As, you know, Orion has the FCS stickers on. I'm sure they're not going to care as this isn't the regular season opener, I don't think. And you know, they're really bumping it in here. There's 2 wide for 3 lanes long for the lead. You got Amity and Orion in the first lane. You got the Vault and GTI in the second. You got Fire Parrot and Waxy in the third. That Buick is surprisingly staying caught up with these guys. As your next group after Waxy and Fire Parrot is Johnny Boy and Joshua. And then you have Chitty, Jose. Okay, you have Chitty and Mikey. As Orion and Amity going side by side in turn 3. And, you know, it's a real battle up here. You got 3 on 3 right here. You got 2 on 2 back behind him for 2 cars. Car almost goes on the wall. Orion blocks GTI very well. I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to be quiet for long. You're going to really wonder if Johnny Boy and Chitty are going to want to help each other get caught up to the pack.
Yeah, they're closing in on each other there.
Yeah, they are closing in on each other. So, I'm going to go to point of interest view to watch the front stretch now onto the back stretch. And there goes the lead pack of cars. Then you got the next pack right here. Man, oh man, you just love watching these cars go by. There goes 10th place Montana, or Mikey. Going into turn 3 and 4. Wow, oh man. Look at that right there. All 3 wide. I mean, 2 wide. But now they're going 3 wide. Now they're going 3 wide. 4 wide. I've seen 4 wide there.
Wax is
As I
trying to get on
change
the
it.
inside, but he can't.
Oh, contact
Contact.
between GTI and Orion. I don't know if Orion can hold 3 wide right here. It's going to be real close to see on the back
Ryan
stretch.
seems a little loose.
Barrett seems to be pushing Orion. It's okay, you got 3 lanes of 3 wide. And Orion trying to block Amity, it's not working. He's going to try and block GTI, it doesn't work. He's not clear anywhere. He's not
They're
clear
going
up
3
high. He's
wide.
going to put Amity on the
Orion's
wall.
loose.
Amity's saving it. He hits Waxy. Now he's trying to get fall back behind Waxy. And you have another group.
They grouped up together.
Yeah, they've grouped back up. The people back there in the second group have grouped up. And that's at least to Jose. I'm just going to call him Jose. That seems more appropriate to me and easier. As, you know, you have 7th place to 10th all together. And then you have 6th to 1st all together. As I go 3 wide again. And I don't know if Parrot can hold it. Orion definitely can't hold it. He's so squirmish in this Daytona tune. I don't know if it's him or the tune or even the car. But I know they're all making a train right now. Except Amity. He's the only one on the high side. Let's see if that changes going into turn 1.
He seems faster.
He does seem faster, and that's what the Ford Mustang really brings. The draft speed. It's a whole lot faster in the draft compared to the Buick and the Oldsmobile. As you see here, Orion barely catching up with the draft. He's full throttle, only going 197. That's real even. He's taking it to the high side. He's letting off as they go 3 wide. Parrot holds the high side. Amity holds the middle, and GTI holds the bottom. Here we go. They held 3 wide. Wow. You never see that. I'm telling you, you never see it. Now we're still following Orion. We like to watch the underdog here in the packs. Try and make his way through. In Orion's second part of his username is Pax, so you know he likes to be in the packs of cars. As the secondary pack of the 7 to 9 cars now, the 10th car.
There was a crash?
There was a slowdown. I don't think it was a crash.
He was stopped on the back stretch.
Oh, Mikey was stopped on the back stretch?
Yeah.
Maybe that is why he's in turn 1 just now. Wasn't paying attention to him. You don't really pay attention to the back markers as much. And speaking of back marker, Mikey is now the Circle K back marker. Commitment so far. I wouldn't say commitment is a word. Probably contestant. There we go. That'll be a better word for that. As the group behind them. As Ryan tries sneaking it 3 wide, doesn't work. As the group was the 7 to 10 cars has now dropped down to the pack of 2 with the 7th place and the 8th place car of Chitty and Johnny. Don't know what happened between Jose and Montana, but I'm sure they can catch back up if they try. As now they're going on the front tri-oval. I wouldn't call it the front stretch. The tri-oval as Orion passes to Vault. Orion passes to Vault now. I'm going to actually change my audio settings. That way you can't hear the game audio as much. And here they go.
Waxy.
They're really... And Waxy's around. Waxy put down the Vault
Be able to save it,
below the W line. Yeah, they did both save it. Thank goodness. As here comes Orion and GTI and Amity fighting. They're top 3 right now. Parrot trying to catch back up. He's doing a pretty good job of it. Waxy into Vault, not so much. As it looks like they're going to go 3 wide here in the tri-oval. And here they go. And they're still 3 wide out the tri-oval going into turn 1. Orion's backing down. They're finally back down to 2 wide. Really well done. Fire Parrot's taking the 2nd place position. Amity up top all by himself. Orion down low with the rest of the Oldsmobiles. Let's see what happens here. And here comes Orion. He's taking the high side, really taking it. Ooh, contact with Amity.
I know too bad.
Oh no, still
Leaving
too
no
wide.
room.
Yeah, no room. Really squeezing Amity there on the bottom. Fire Parrot may make a move up here. Try and take it 3 wide maybe. And he almost did it. He did get Orion a little bit loose. 2 wide back there with Waxy, Duval, and then Chitty and Johnny. I have no idea what they're trying to do here. Is they're going 3 wide. And Parrot's almost in the wall. Orion's almost tracking. He saved it. Barely. Just barely saved it. And we've already been streaming for 42 minutes. We're not even halfway or a quarter through the race. As it's 201 laps. As Orion drops back to 4th place. So far, still nothing going on between the rest of the drivers. It's a real snooze fest when everyone gets caught up all by their lonesome. So it's really going to end up to pit strategy here for position changes. Apart from the lead, maybe even top 5. I'd say top 5. As Amity gets a push from Orion. Fire Parrot has a reverse one. He has it in the wrong way on his right side of the car. I'm not going to tell him in the Discord chat, though. Leave that up to the human mind. As here comes Orion trying to sneak it 3 wide. Doesn't work. He's going to go back up on the high side. And
is that Waxy and
still
Devolve
side by
catching
side.
up?
Yep. You know, the intervals say they're not catching up yet, but as they take it 3 wide again, it's going to give them a better chance to. But, you know, it's really just going to be a toss-up here. Yeah, they definitely are, it looks like. And especially on the intervals, it's starting to show that, as Orion almost had Amity take it 3 wide again. And I think they're going to do it on the backstretch. No, the switcheroo by Amity. Now Orion's squeezing him, not letting him advance. It's a bold strategy. Let's see if it works out. So far, it doesn't. So far, Orion's just trying to hold the high side. He's not been very good at holding his line. So I do wonder how this is going to go as he gets a bump from Amity. Amity looking to take it 3 wide. Doesn't work. Orion pushes him down. Ooh, contact. Nasty contact now. As here comes Orion on the high side.
Waxy was
place.
a tenth faster than the Scoop.
And the 4, the top 4?
Yes.
Yeah, you know, I would suggest that as the front of the pack, which is the top 4, is starting to catch up to Mikey. You know, Mikey's just now getting off of turn 4. And, you know, Orion doesn't really want to give DeVault and Waxy the draft right now. But, you know, I do think it's going to happen sooner or later. As they keep fighting the top 4, it's really going to ruin their tires, I feel like. We're already going up to halfway on gas as they go 3 wide again. Orion takes a huge move.
Orion, what a move.
As he's probably going to get pushed up to the high line. No, he saves it. Keeps it down low. Amity with the Ford Mustang. Ooh, he's going to chop his hood off. It works. He slammed the door on him. It ended up working out. You got Amity in first now. Parrot trying to make a move here. So is Orion right behind Amity. He might take it 3 wide. You know, these guys are playing dangerous with just now getting 26 laps. As, you know, it's really just I don't really see the point in being this aggressive with 26 laps into the race. I mean, you got 100 and something left.
I think Orion's trying to...
Yeah, like Orion's taking it 3 wide here. Yeah, and no one's backing out of this either. Apart from GTI, the only one letting out here. And there goes Amity finally letting out. As my voice grows tired, I feel like I'm not going to even make it to 100 laps of this race. And I know, Larry, you probably won't either. But you know, if you do want to get some good viewers when I'm gone, you can stay and endure this. But you know, it's a Wednesday night.
Yeah.
You both have school, but here they go. They're gonna try and take a free ride. Yeah, they do.
Ryan.
Ooh,
We
the
won.
ride's on the bottom. He let out. Ooh, and they made it. And Waxy's finally
Look at
caught
the
up
bag
to them all.
markers.
Yeah, finally caught up. Here they go, right on their tail. Amity has made a good lead for himself, but they're going to catch right back up. I got a feeling right here. They're going to catch back up right after turn
Ryan,
4.
yeah.
What did I say? Called it perfectly. Parrot's going to push him to the lead now. Man, oh man, am I good predictor. I should be a genie. As here goes Orion, still on the high side. He's going to try and take it down low. There's no room there, although he's squeezing GTI and Amity. Oh, and contact between GTI and Amity. I mean, GTI and Orion. As Parrot's going to push him here. Waxy right behind Parrot with a pusher. Now 3 lanes of side by side. Going on to the high side is Orion, Parrot, and Waxy. Low side is Amity, GTI, and DeVault. Everyone else is either in their own race or side by side with another person that can't catch up to the person before them.
Exactly.
It's now the top 6 fighting for first. Everyone else is in the position they're already in.
The gap between 6th and 7th is over 13 seconds. They're in their own race unless the big one happens.
Yeah. Unless a big wreck happens up front, or even a bunch of guys in the back just stay on the track and let people hit them, which I do think would be a disqualification of the race. You know, it's really just a mystery here. As Orion takes a healthy lead, he's going to keep the high side.
Yeah, I would not keep the high side there, but that's his choice. And
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have kept the high side there as a, you know, FCS Season 1 championship runner-up. I'm not going to take the high side there if it's not faster than the low side, as Orion's trying to squeeze down low.
I feel like he's trying to get side draft
ruffle
there.
some feathers.
Him and Waxy
either
against...
way, it's not doing that. He's not doing that good of a job at it. As yet again, you have 2 guys up top. You got 4 guys on the bottom. Yeah. Now, with the side-by-side draft, I don't think it's enough to get in front of Amity, but I think a push from Waxy would be enough. As here it is right now, that was a perfect opportunity to go on the bottom side. He just didn't take it.
The gap between Mikey
really
is
understand.
closing. They're going to have a lap car unless Sajans is...
Mikey and JD, yeah. And, you know, if Mikey does get lapped, there will be another sponsor coming out, which is the Exxon lapped car of the day. If it becomes multiple cars, then it will be the T-Mobile lap car event. And the person who can guess the most lap cars in the YouTube video that'll come of this, at this timestamp at 49 minutes and whatever seconds we're at, now 50 minutes, if you can guess how many cars will be lapped by the end of the race as JD Racer goes in the pits, he's going to be the first lap car.
Yep.
You will win a prize to be picked later, as our first lap car brought to you by...
And it seems like the back markers are grouping. They're grouping up.
Yeah, back markers are going to be grouping up here. They're going to try and make a pack. They're going to try and get to everyone else as Jose goes in the pits. Now, I don't think he'll become a lap car, but it's going to be close, as JD Racer is now your Exxon lap car of the race. Yeah, Mikey is the back markers, brought to you by DuPont, I think. No, Circle K. Circle K back marker of the day. As it's still just a battle up here. It's a very nonchalant battle.
Jose is going to be a lap
guys
car.
on the bottom. Jose is going to be a lap car, and you're now at T-Mobile lapped car event. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't commented yet, comment how many people you think are going to be lapped by the end of the race. My prediction is going to be 4. If you you want to take my guess from me in the comments, go ahead and do so now. If not, pick another number. Any number can be 100. You would be dumb in that perspective, but you know, to each their own. As Orion taking the lead now on the high side, it's now back to 3-on-3 on the high and the bottom side. As no one else is pitted yet, we got
The back markers are grouping
pace
up.
car.
They're all grouped up.
And
If you look-
yeah, the back markers are starting to group up. There is still a big gap between some of them as they go 3 wide at the top of the pack. It's not going to work. Orion's going to be the one to back out as Waxy also
And
backs out,
contact with
and
Waxy and
Orion
Orion.
keeps it off the wall. And I don't think he liked to see that. That's going to boil up in FCS, I do feel. And you know what it also does? It keeps Mikey from getting lapped.
Yes.
Now as they
17
go to
seconds
turn 3.
behind their last car.
Yeah, Mikey 17 seconds behind Chitty. As Orion and Waxy have caught up pretty quickly to the lead pack. You know, the back marker is not
Oh, loose.
the back marker of the day. Oh,
Speedy
yeah,
Amity.
the Vault got loose. And Amity, too. Now Orion passing Amity and Waxy with ease with the draft with his help of the fellow Oldsmobiles. You do have Montana, Nick Wilbert in a pack. You have Johnny Boy by himself. You have Chitty by himself with Precedent. That's a duo. You also have Jose and JD Racer by themselves too. You have them in a pack. Those are the lap car guys. JD and Jose. You have Mikey all by himself. And then you have Orion, Waxy, Parrot, DeVault, GTI, and Amity all up front, still on the lead lap, still haven't pitted yet. Apart from Waxy. Waxy's pitted. As you know, here they go. Into turn 2. Still fighting. Parrot goes on the low side. It's really not that exciting when you see the laps remaining. Unless you're one of the racers or watching. You know, we're at 36 laps out of 201. I know we're not going to make the 201 by any stretch of the imagination. But it's going to be fun watching these guys go around in an oval for, you know, 50 more laps, I'd say, is how far we can make it. As Orion having a dominant stretch up here. Oh, as DeVault hits him. Then a late block on Waxy there. He's going to try and take it 3 wide. Doesn't work. And now back to the 3-on-3. That's what I'm going to call it when they're 3 lanes back, double wide. As here comes Orion blocking the 3. And here comes Orion is going.
Oh, Orion.
Taking it 3 wide. See if Orion can keep it off the wall. So far, yes. Doesn't get a whole lot of the side drop, but so far it's a yes. Keeps it off the wall.
He's gonna try
Catching
making
up to
them
Mikey. He's taking it again on the tri-oval. 3 wide on the tri-oval. And Orion led a lap. I don't know if he's led more laps, but I'm pretty sure he has. Here they go. They're still 3 wide going into turn 1. Ooh,
Orion's to the
Orion
wall.
can't keep it on the wall.
Oh!
And he's getting spun. He got spun.
Fire Parrot saves
And
it.
I really
Waxy
hate to
saves
see it.
But Orion.
As Orion Pax
spins.
going to be all by himself. All by himself. No cars coming to help him. He's got Wilbur and Montana behind him, but that's it. As now, it's Fire Parrot and Waxy going to try and catch back up to the group of 3 fighting for the lead. Here comes Fire Parrot. You know, we're going to switch off of them. It's going to take them a couple laps. Amity in the Napa Know-How, number 9, based off of Chase Elliott. As they call caution.
And, yep, they call caution. Alright, so this is where it gets interesting, because they're all going to be grouped up, and... all going to be grouped up.
Yeah, they're going to be grouped back up. I think they're going to get unlapped. I think they're going to have that opportunity. So we might lose the T-Mobile lap car event. And, you know, the Exxon lap car of the day may get lost here. So we may go back to...
Orion
another
getting his
just
positions back, it seems like.
Yeah, does look like Orion may getting his position back. But, you know, if we go back to the Circle K back marker of the day, it is probably going to be JD Racer and Jose as they both pass by.
Yep.
As the pace car still has not come out yet. We're just sitting here wondering what's going to happen.
And slowly but surely, he is moving.
And the pace car making his way slowly up to the cars. And pits are closed going into this lap.
I wonder if Orion is going to get any penalty for sending it 3 wide, or...
I don't think he will. They were sending it 3 wide almost the whole race. As pits are closed, GTI was making a little joke going to the pit lane.
Oh,
very haha, very funny.
Here comes the pace car.
Yep, and here comes Wolf with the pace car. Amity getting out of his way. As whoever is in our watching the stream, we have 2 viewers now. One of them is definitely me. Lowry is the other one, you?
I don't know.
Okay, we do have another viewer in. Thank you. If you do have time, please feel free to use the chat room. We will be posting this on YouTube, so if you want to have your name posted on YouTube and have some recognition, go ahead and I'll shout out your name in the voice chat if you just, or the chat room if you just say anything. Comment on the live stream. Comment on the YouTube video. I'll respond back to you as they're going through their second lap of pit of the DuPont caution. As I believe
how many sponsors are there?
Our sponsors, we have Scheme of the Day sponsored by Mountain Dew. This is the Ally Bank Cup Series. You have Back Marker of the Day sponsored by Circle K. You have the Napa Know-How sponsoring the pit stops. You have DuPont sponsoring the cautions. Then you have T-Mobile with the lapped car event. Then you have Exxon with the lapped car of the day.
And it seems like almost everybody is pitting, other than some of the lapped cars.
Yeah, it looks like Amity. It looks like everyone in the, apart from the lap cars, are going in. And you're definitely correct in that assumption.
That's going to be very interesting how their strategy plays out.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a weird strategy, but I believe it's a smart one to play. Get your gas and maybe get your tires if you need to. You know, it's just going to be weird to see how this ends up. As you know, it is 9:43 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as of the time of the stream with 59 minutes. We're going to be watching the time, at least I am, to see when I will be quitting the stream, and probably Lowry too, taking the reins off of this race. And as everyone starts to come out of the pits and start to catch up, your leaders will be, I think it's JD Racer and then Jose.
They're also doubled up. They're not. Seems like they're not doing an extra lap.
They're already doubled up. I do think they.
This lap.
Yeah, they will be going green this time. And I'm gonna switch my camera type to point of interest. And cautions will be able to be called on lap 62. They're going to have a huge gap between when you can call cautions and when you can't. And, you know, the host of the lobby has to make sure that the people that are up in the front don't go faster than the pace car.
Pace
Which
car
they
is
haven't
in.
yet. They're going to go,
Nick Wilbur is
side
also
by
in.
side. Nick Wilbur is going in the pits. And green flag in the air. Here we go. Watch the two Mustangs hold the lead for a little bit, hopefully. And it looks like Montana went in the wall, and now Jose's going in the wall. Jose's in the wall. Really big in the wall. And then some more contact in the back of the pack. Jose ended up hitting Montana. There, you hate to see it. Really hate to see it. As you know, they're already going 3 wide here as Parrott goes in the wall. He saves it. Pretty good so far. And someone is apparently humming in the race chat. As here they go now. You have GTI and Amity fighting for first. You have Default and Johnny Boy right behind him. You got Chitty and JD right behind them. And then it's all just double side by side behind him. As JD goes to the wall. Not me, G-Day or Ricky Bobby in the Discord. But JD Racer, the number 88 Mountain Dew car. As I do think he won the paint scheme of the day. No, there was another Mountain Dew car. As there goes Crescent taking a huge step back. Here comes Johnny Boy on JD's front end, on his front right.
Contact, they're taking the 3 wide.
Yeah, they are taking the 3 wide for the lead. It's going to be risky. And here they go. They go back to 2 wide. JD's taking the high side. Everyone else taking the bottom apart from Crescent. Johnny Boy. Got Chitty and Amity up front. Fight. They're on the high side. And here they go. Oh, here comes JD Racer. They're going to take it 3 wide. Johnny Boy's up on the high side. He might hit the wall.
Ryan gets loose.
Yeah, no, Ryan gets a little loose. He's been loose all day. So as you hear people in the voice chat go, oh god, they're trying to avoid Rex here as they go 3 wide again as JD hits the wall a little bit. Ooh, all over the place. As Johnny Boy's now found himself in 4th place as they go 3 wide yet again.
GTI and midi contact.
3 wide for 2 lanes. 3 wide. Now car in the wall. Cressland in the wall. JD Racer in the wall. Now here it goes. You got a week of Daytona with ACS and FCS. So you have Chitty up on the high side along with JD Racer and Johnny Boy trying to stay with him. Not doing too well. But you know, it's nice to see the top 10 still all be in the same pack. And here they go after the tri-oval. Going into turn 1. Oh,
GTI
huge slow up,
loses.
huge wreck! Huge wreck. 3 cars.
Midi GTI at all.
And everyone else avoided it. Thank God.
Default.
Yeah, T-bone absolutely T-bone. The car in the infield now. That's woeful. There's a car stuck now. I'm gonna check the driver list. Where that is GTI stuff.
Pretty big lead now. Oh,
yeah, Chitty with a pretty big lead as JD Racer trying to make a move here. Waxy pushing him. Let's see if that happens. And they can't call a caution. Remember that they can't call a caution until lap 62. So those cars are stuck there. As Orion makes a move. And now they're gonna have to strategize to catch back up. That's Amity, GTI, and Devault. You know, I don't really know what happened there. It looked like a car got way too loose.
GTI, I think
I
believe Amity, and they just went to spiral effect. GTI can save it and win the wall.
You know, that does seem like the case as the top 4 now are fighting each other. At the first place, Waxy and Orion side by side, right behind each other. They're 1-2. Now JD Racer taking the 2, and now the 1 crossing the line on the lap 48. Chitty's right behind JD Racer. Let's see if the strategy is to just help each other. They're both fast. They're both food and drink. But Chitty does hit the wall a bit. There is contact. 3 wide. Now here they go. 3 wide for the lead.
4 wide, possibly.
JD, no, they went back down to 2 wide. That's a smart decision there. You don't want the guys behind you to catch up.
2 seconds behind is the gap between 4th and 5th. The gap between 11
It's a
and
2-second
12
gap as there's
is
contact
14.
between Chitty and JD. As Orion's taking it 3 wide. Oh, JD below the WO line. That's 4 tires. There's contact between the 2.
Something happened
More
with the
contact
ball.
between the 2. More contact.
Something is
As
happening
Chitty
with the
hits the
ball.
wall of it. And I think they're strategizing back there. They're just having a little trouble with communication, it looks like. As here comes JD Racer. He's fighting for the lead. He's still trying to find a way to get past Orion. It's really hard. Here he goes. Orion still up high. JD Racer taking the low right in front of Chitty's face. Man, just really lowballing him. And, I mean, they are clear. But it's really risky. As you have Waxy and Orion still fighting for the lead. Waxy has it right now. Here comes JD Racer passing him on the high side. It's not going to hold him forever. Here he goes trying to get the side draft. It's not working that well. We did leave Chitty out of the race here as an underdog pick. If you want to have an underdog pick for the next race, go ahead and drop it down in the comments. I think the next, I don't have any clue what the next race will be, but you know, I do think everyone here that's racing right now is going to be racing their next race. So go ahead and drop a comment in the YouTube video to see who you want to see as an underdog for next race. You know, I'm going to put my hat in the ring and say Montana or Cressler is going to be the underdog for next race. Here we go, 9:52 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As Waxy is in the lead, 68 minutes of the stream. And we're on lap 51 at 2:01. We're definitely not going to make the full stream. The full race, I do know that, as Chitty takes first place on the backstretch, and he blocks Waxy. You have Orion bumping JD Racer up above on the top of the track, as they're gonna have to do some helping out each other right here to catch back up to the first and second car of Waxy and Chitty. Everyone else all in almost in the single file line apart from 5th and 6th place. As there seems to be some lag problems now between the back of the pack guys with Amity, GTI, and the Vault. As here you go, you got Orion trying to make moves for the high side. And you have Waxy on the bottom. It's now side by side for 2 lanes of traffic. You got Chitty and JD are the pushers. You got Orion and Waxy the pushies. And now here they go. On to the tri-oval. Chitty all 4 tires below the other line. That doesn't matter though. JD Racer tries to make a move up high. Does Chitty follow? Not this time. He's trying to leave JD some room. So here goes the high side. Chitty finally trying to make a move up high. Doesn't do it yet. They're taking it 3 wide now.
Full contact.
Waxy getting a little sideways. I got a little iffy there. Got a little... just a little bit iffy. As Chitty, I think, is losing the draft now. You got the top 3 guys all just packed up together. They're all fighting for first. Going on lap 54. One that crossed the line right here. And boom, lap 54. Here you go. If you want to put a comment in the Twitch chat to see who you think will win the race, do it now. It will be posted in the Discord. Larry, are you going to post it on your YouTube, whoever wins the race? I'm going to take that as a no as they go 3 wide for the lead.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said. What you said?
Are you going to be posting whoever wins the race on your YouTube channel?
No.
Okay, I will try and post it on my Instagram, depending on if they send me a picture of their car. as they are side by side here for the lead. You know, ooh, Orion doing some contact here between the two of him and JD. We're on lap 55 now. As we had a random person join the party on accident, I need to make this invite only. We'll call that a streaker moment. As Waxy takes the lead now in the race. And JD Racer in second place. You have Orion taking it 3 wide now. On the lap 56. Here we go. Speaking of 56, it's 9:56 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Here they go. They're taking it 3 wide now. You got Chitty. He's caught back up at the top 3. You got Fire Parrot, Mikey together. You got Johnny Boy and Crescent together. You got Montana by himself. You got Jose by himself. You got Wilbur by himself. GTI with Default and Amity. And then Wolf of Guitar is the pace car. You love to see it as Waxy takes the lead from JD Racer. As let's check and see the Twitch chat to see if anyone's put in a prediction on who will win the race. No one's made a prediction yet. That's okay. Not a betting person. That's okay. I will say I think our back marker of the day, sponsored by Circle K, could be either GTI, Amity, or Revolve, depending on people's pit strategy. We're not going to see a lap car, I don't think, this race. As Waxy still has the lead. Here comes JD Racer up high, Orion on the bottom, Chitty following them. Here goes JD Racer side by side with Waxy. Don't know what's going to happen. JD Racer leads lap 57, going on 58. They're side by side still. No help from Chitty from JD Racer. There's no help at all. As Orion goes on below the WL, he definitely got a little squirmish right there. As Chitty does the same thing. I don't know if it's something with the Oldsmobiles or just with those two drivers at that time. You know, here comes JD Racer and Waxy. Orion's starting to catch back up. You know, if I were JD, I would want to take the bottom side. Welcome, third viewer. If you'd like to see your prediction on who wins the race here between these four, Waxy, JD Racer, Orion, and Chitty, go ahead and drop it in the Twitch chat. As Orion almost takes the lead, and he does, going on the lap 59. Side by side with Waxy now. Waxy has no help. Just kidding, he has Chitty. Chitty might hit the wall. As, you know, the bottom 3 with GTI, Amity, and Devolve not getting any communication to help them catch up to Nick Wilbur. And they were about to go 3 wide there. As I'm going to go back and check and see what happens here. As here we go, as JD Racer takes the lead. Something happened to Waxy, I don't know what happened, but he slowed down a huge amount. As we go into lap 60, in 2 laps they will be able to call cautions. It's just amazing that, you know, a couple, like I'd say 30 laps ago, JD Racer was a lapped car. He was part of the T-Mobile lap car event, and now he's in the lead. So that's really what Daytona is all about. It's just these huge lead changes. Here comes Orion Pax now. In the lead. Single file now between the top 4. They're not side by side as they used to be. It will be a battle here. Between these 4 though still. As no one's really caught up. The 5th place car is I think it's 3 seconds behind the 4th place car. And then the 6th place car in the same boat. But you know, we're really just focused on the top 4 right now. There's nothing else really going on. As you know, Orion getting squeezed down low. You We got everyone else almost on their own race. And they almost go 3 wide here in turn 3. As JD's getting a push from Waxy, and Ryan will be getting one from Chitty if he can catch up. And lag seems to be stopping the people in last place. You do hate to see it. As Chitty makes a huge move, they're 3 wide now on the backstretch. But he chickens out. So they go on lap 62. You have 3 contestants for the circle. Oh, as JD gets put in the wall. And he keeps it together. There they go. Johnny Boy in 8th place. And now Fire Parent Mikey making some moves now. JD Racer in his own little race. I'm going to switch to Chitty. It's a battle between the top 3 now. So here comes Chitty, takes the lead. Now on the high side. Been streaming for 77 minutes. And Chitty loses the lead just a snap of a finger. And here comes Orion trying to pass in the grass. Not going to work. He's not like me in an FCS practice race. And, you know, it just doesn't work out here. As, you know, as I sit back up in my chair, it's really just a battle between the top 3 guys. Pitch strategy hasn't really been a factor yet. I think they can hold these tires for a long time. Paint scheme was definitely, in my opinion, JD with the Mountain Dew. We've had 2 DuPont caution. I think DuPont, if I check the... Have it, you have the, yeah, the DuPont caution. We've had 2 of those, and then we've had a bunch of Napa know-how pit stops. We've had 2 T-Mobile lapped cars. We've had the 2 lap cars were JD and Jose. As Montana goes in the pits, you might have your first in a while Exxon lapped car. As here we go, back down to single file. I think when we get to lap 100, I will stop the stream and we will let these guys race in peace as Chitty's still in 3rd place. So far, it's just been a snail race here between Waxy, Orion, and Chitty. They've held up here in the top almost the whole time. As they're coming up on a lap car, it's going to be Montana, or not a lap car, back marker, the Circle K back marker of the day so far. 80 minutes streaming now. We're on lap 66. I wish we were on Route 66 now. So far, nothing happening now on the racetrack. Only lost 1 car, as Chitty will be pitting. No, he fakes him out. As, you know, it didn't fool anyone. But it did get Orion and Waxy to move a little bit and back off the gas for a second. As Waxy and Orion just drafting together. Bumper to bumper. Nothing going on so far. As they go side by side, Chitty might make a move here. Or he'll just push Orion to the front. You know, it's surprising the only Buick of the race has made his way up high. As it looks like a wreck happened up on the trioval. No, never mind, it didn't. they just all slowed down when everyone started to pit. Still no one pitting yet apart from Mick Wilbur and Jose, who are going to be your T-Mobile lap car event. Have predictions down in the YouTube comments of how many you think will be there at the end of the race. The current time is 10:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully another caution doesn't come out. We've had 2 so far, brought to you by DuPont. And it looks like Waxy and Orion are catching up to another lap car. Who could that be? And it is Montana as GTI, Amity, and DeVault. And we are now at a T-Mobile lap car high of 5 cars lapped. And there goes JD Racer in the pits. You're not going to have 6. There's now a bunch of cars getting in and out the pits. It's going to be funny passing all these guys as you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lapped cars. Don't mind the one that's plus 60. That's a pace car. But if anyone predicted 5 lapped cars at this point of the race by T-Mobile lapped car event, then you will win a shout out on my Instagram at RickyBobby5415. As here it goes, top 3 is still Waxy, Orion, and Chitty. 4th place is Mikey, 5th is Parrot, 6th is Johnny Boy, 7th is Crestline, 8th is JD Racer, 9th is Montana, 10th is Amity, then your 11th is Jose, 12th Mick Wilbur, 13 GTI, and 14 DeVault. And the DNF is Dark P58, who is the FCS Season 1 champion. As so far nothing else going on in the race so far. My co-host seemingly has disappeared, and it's just my voice and these cars' engines humming at a sweet 199 miles an hour as they go into turn 1. And you know, I really didn't think this many cars would get lapped, but you know, I gotta think with pit stops and no caution wrecks because of the caution timer. You know, it really is difficult to understand to just see who can win this race. I mean, you have 3 contestants right here, but then you have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other contestants who are still not lapped to try and get this thing done. But, you know, as they start catching up, I think Montana's going to be part of the record high 6 lap car spot brought to you by T-Mobile. But I'm just going to have to see if that happens in the next couple laps. Keep your predictions down low in the comments. As you know, I'm starting to get a little bit tired. It's 10:09 Eastern. Lap 72, going to be on 73 when they cross the line here. Chitty's gas is going to be a problem in around 30 laps.
Yeah, Montana's about to get lapped. What would that be? The 6th
That would
car?
be the 6th lapped car, brought to you by T-Mobile. There's nothing really going on in the race. I'm just trying to keep talking for retention so far. You know, the top 3 cars as Chitty goes on the wall. That's something exciting. You never see that every day. The guy going on the wall in his own power. He's trying to keep the trap between Orion and Waxy. They're really strong bonding right now, like almost like Brokeback Mountain. As Montana might be needing the pit here soon. You know, they are getting real close to him. I can start to see his name tag, so I'm going to assume they're going to lap him before lap 80. That's my bold prediction for that. And my bold prediction to win it is actually going to be Chitty, because I do think Waxy might disconnect at some point in this race. You know, they are catching a whole lot to Montana. Montana just slowly keeping it away. And now, it's going to be close to my prediction. Because they're not really catching up enough to get his full gamer tag, just a faint skim of it. As they go side by side now out of the trioval. They are catching up to see full name tag now. That is good on my side. That could help my prediction. Yeah, they're closing in on him. They're like an AC 130 above, locking onto the target. Not the store, but, you know, like an actual enemy target. As the cruise control is now on for the top 3 drivers, and panic mode is setting in for Montana. As, you know, you really don't want to get lapped here. It's going to be hard to get unlapped here. Trust me, I know. As they're not taking his draft yet, there they go. They finally take his draft. They're going to start passing him here on lap 76. Don't know what Chitty's doing. Not getting the draft that well. And now you got 6 lap cars brought to you by T-Mobile lap car event. If anyone guessed 6 correctly, you would be getting a shout out on my Instagram at RickyBobby5415. As they go into turn 3, going into turn 4 on lap 76, going to go on 77 out of 2 over 1 here at Daytona International Speedway, the Trioval Circuit, more known as Daytona Super Speedway in NASCAR terms, as they go into lap 77. You know, I will stick around for probably lap 100. Lap 101 gets underway, I probably will shut down the stream and let you guys know the winner on my Instagram at RickyBobby5415. If you would like to join this Discord of these guys having some beautiful racing, just ask for a invite on my YouTube channel when the video of this comes out, or the VOD of this stream comes out on my YouTube channel at, I think it's just capital J-E-E-D-A-Y. So far, nothing going on right now. Nothing really important as of the lap car of Montana trying to get unlapped here, I think. As I smack my gums with my tongue, Chitty goes on the high side, Montana trying to follow him. But he stays on the bottom, Chitty goes on the high side, trying to just stay behind Orion. Waxy's been up front. Around 3 laps. By that I mean leading is Chitty. 2 tires below the wheel. He's still legal. As here goes another draft car move right here by Chitty, not advancing position. As so far no wrecked cars as of now, and yes there is one. You have Nick Wilbur stock on the track. And he got passed by Jose. As they catch up to these other cars, as Parrott goes into pits. That's a Napa know-how pit stop. We'll see some interesting moves happen here. As pit strategy is now coming to light for some of these guys. As now Parrott exits the pits with Wilbur passing him. And now some of the drivers don't know if they can finish this endurance of a race. I think it's around 3 hours long, 2 hours if I'm not mistaken. I'm definitely not staying here for the whole thing. I have school in the morning. But here we go. Chitty in 3rd place still. Orion still in 2nd and Waxy still in 1st. Montana, a lap car still behind him. as of right now, there's no extra lap cars in sight, so I do think whoever picked 6 lap cars, as the top 3 are going to all pit together. We will go to Mikey, the 4th place car. There's camera angles skewed because they all pit. Here goes Mikey. He's finally going to take the lead for the first time in this race with his Hot Wheels number 73. Wow, those rims are bright. As they go into lap 81, no one else pits with them. They now all exit the pits together as a big old family. Now, new leader, Mikey, and Crescent in 2nd place with Johnny Boy right on his tail. And then the top 3 that were holding the lead of the race for so long are now 4 to 6th place, 4 through 6. And then you have Fire Parrot, JD Racer, Montana, the only cars that are still not lapped. We have Andy, GTI, DeVault, Wilbur, and Jose being the lapped cars now. Not a single extra one in sight. So it's definitely fun here. So here goes JD Racer. Through there. I'm going to go to point of interest camera and just watch the front stretch. As some cars should be coming around the track now, as this is Waxy, or Ryan and Chitty, and then Wilbur and Fat Car, then you have Fire Parrot. And you have JD Racer. Now we're going to switch camera angles here, as Mikey's running low on gas as he enters the tri-oval. And there's those cars, there's that. Here comes Fire Parrot. And no one on turn 4 yet. And here we go, as the bet is calling my name with 93 minutes of the stream. It's 10:17 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be waiting for Mikey, the leader, to be coming up on turn 4, as here he comes in that fast Hot Wheels car. Zooming by as my co-host leaves now. The top 3, Johnny Boy and Crescent, catching up. And there's Amity. Here comes GTI and DeVault. And we're gotta be real fast here. Gotta be real fast here, like one of them auctioneers. Ryan, Chitty, and Waxy. Nick Wilbur. And Jose. And Fire Parrot. And JD Racer's Larry disconnects now from the lobby. As we're gonna change here. And JD Racer. And on to the backstretch is Crescent and Johnny Boy. And there they go. There they go. And there goes all those cars down on the backstretch. And I'm actually going to switch the driver list to Chitty. And change the there. And we're going to watch these guys pass them from the pits. There they go. And now Ryan now has 2nd place. And it's an endurance for me as I'm falling out my chair trying to stay awake at lap 85 of it. 95-minute stream. Thank you to whoever is being an Iron Man and watching this with me. I do appreciate you if you'd like to get a shout out, because you're such a strong person for watching this as long as I am. I'm surprised you're not tired like me at 10:19 p.m. Eastern. You can get a shout out if you do type in the Twitch chat, which I'm hoping to do. I do like to shout out people who endure long streams with me, like the FCS races. As Chitty and Orion making a move here for 2nd place. Doesn't really change anything. As so far nothing happening. And Orion just taking second place very well. As in other news, the Detroit Tigers beat the Cleveland Guardians today. Detroit leads 2-1 and need to win one more game to advance. The Mets beat the Phillies and they advanced to the ACS. The Dodgers are beating the Padres 5-0 right now on the top of the fourth. As McGlover is trying to get on the lap right now. And the Yankees beat the Royals, and the Yankees lead the series 2-1. They need one more game to advance. As we go to lap 87, going on 88. Montana disconnects. And there goes one of the... Yeah, there goes one of the lapped cars, down to 5 T-Mobile lapped cars during the T-Mobile lap car event. As McWilbur in the pause menu, he's going into pits. We'll now give Ryan and Chitty their space. As I'm barely making it to lap 88, I think I'm going to call it lap 90-10 of short of what I thought I could make. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I will let you know on YouTube. Whoever wins this race, probably tomorrow. But if you do want to shout out now, before the stream ends, please do so in the Twitch comment section. And so far, I'm the only one to chat in there, saying, who do you think will win? Drop it down in the comments. You know, my money's on Mikey right now. He's got the best strategy right now. But, you know, my underdogs are Ryan and Chitty. You know, they're so far back, but they are second and third. Don't really call them underdogs, they're just the guys behind him. As of now, McWilbur is 2 laps down. He is a Circle K double lap down. And now we need 2 more for a caution, as there is a car just stuck out on the track. It's Crescent. I don't know what he's doing, but, you know, props to him for going back on the gas as Mikey goes in the pits. Orion has a chance to take the lead here, but he needs to get on gas. Can't be letting off here at Daytona when that happens. The Daytona is super speedway in the Allied Bank Cup Series. As they pass him quite easy as he's still in the pits. New leader on lap 90 is Orion Praxo 7. And, you know, ladies and gentlemen, I hate to say it, but I am going to call it at lap 90 with your leader at the time of the stream end is Orion Paxo 7. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching, and I will see you Saturday night with FCS Season 1, Season 2, Season Opener.